Hi dear students, now shall start the third question in the first exercise. You see the question, the cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. After a month, the cost of 4 kg apples and 2 kg grapes is 300 rupees. Represent the situation algebraically and geometrically. Okay, so the cost of 2 kg apple and 1 kg grape, that is how much it is, 160 rupees. Now let us take the cost of 1 kg apple as x and 1 kg grapes, that as y rupees. Let the cost of 1 kg apple, 1 kg apple, I will take it as x rupees. Similarly, the cost of 1 kg grapes, so that I will take it as y. Now see the first statement, the cost of 2 kg apple. So total cost of the apple will be 2x. Okay, for 1 kg it is, cost is x rupees. So 2 into x is nothing but cost of 2 apple plus, okay, and how many kgs of grapes? 1 kg grape, that is 1 into y, that I can take it as y only. 2x plus y is equal to how much? 160 rupees. Total cost for 2 kg apple and 1 kg grape is 160 rupees. By using that first statement, we got the algebraic equation. Okay, and one more condition they given. What is that? The cost of 4 kg apple, what I can write here? 4x plus 4 kg apple and 2 kg grapes, that is 2y, is equal to how much cost total? 300 rupees, that is equal to 300. Okay, now I'll take this as first equation and this as second equation. Before that I can simplify this by taking 2 as common. So this will become 2x plus y is equal to 150. This is second equation, right? These are the two algebraic equations we got, and we have to represent these algebraic equations geometrically. Okay, they ask you to represent the situation. What is the situation? They said that situation I have to represent it in geometrically. Now for the first equation I have to take the table, same concept only. So equation number 1, for equation 1, let us take the equation number 1. Y is equal to, what is that? 160 minus 2x. I have to convert the equation 1 as y equal to 160 minus 2x. Now for this, let us take the table. X, y. Minimum 2 points are required to draw a line. First here I will choose x value. So here I can choose x value will be, I will take it as 40. You can take any 10, 20, okay? But so y value somewhere near. If I take x as 10, this is 20. 160 minus 20, it is 140. So somewhere far away. So for that I will take some more value of x. If I take x equal to 40, 160 minus 80. So 160 minus 80 is how much it is? 80, right? 160 minus 80, that is right, 81. Done. So again I will take x here as, I will take it as 30. X equal to 30 I will take. 30 if you take, this will become 60. 160 minus 60 is how much it is? 100. Okay. Now one more negative value I will take. So I will take it as a minus 30 I will take. Okay. If I take minus 30, it will be more value of y. Okay. So for that reason I will take x value as one more, I will take it as 50. 30, 40, then 50. So 50 if I take 160 minus 100, that is how much it is? 60. Okay. This is the table for first equation. Then I will take for second equation, for equation number 2. For equation number 2, I have to convert equation in terms of y equal to. So y is equal to what here? 150 minus 2x. Am I right? This is 160 minus 2x. This is 150 minus 2x. Again same table. So I have to draw the table. I have to choose the values of x and y. So x, y. Now again. So here I will take x is equal to 30. I will take now. If you take 30, 150 minus 60. That is how much? 90. Right? Now I will take 40. If you take x equal to 40, 80 it is. 150 minus 80. That is how much? 70. The next I will take 50 now. 30, 40, 50. If you take 50, 100, 150 minus 100, that is equal to how much? 50. Okay. So this is for second equation. This is for first equation. Now let us draw the graph. Now for first equation, this is the table. For second equation, this is the table. So first you see the value of x, means x coordinate. So up to 50 is there. So I have to take the x-axis, positive x-axis plus 50 I have to take. And positive y-axis, how much it is? Up to 90 I require. So for that I will take downside. Okay, that is what? Y-axis. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, this is what? It is the origin. So x coordinate of maximum up to 50 must I will take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. The negative x-axis minus 10, minus 20 and so on. Okay. I don't want that negative coordinate, x coordinate. Then first y coordinate up to 90 I require. 90 not, up to 100 also. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Then negative y-axis, y coordinate is not there, minus 10, minus 20 and so on. Okay. For first equation, let us see the points. 40, 80. On x-axis 40, on y-axis 80. So these will intersect at this point. Okay. Approximately I am taking the point. This point is what? 40, 80. Then next 30, 100. 30 is here, 100 is here. So approximately I will take this as 30, 100. Okay. Then next third point 50, 60. 50 is here, 60 is here. Approximately that point will be here. 50, 60. 50, 60. Okay. Now let us join these 3 points. We get a line. So this is a first line. This we can extend this with an arrow mark. Okay. So this is a first equation. Then you have to draw the line for second equation. See the points 30, 90. So for 30, 90. So that point will be here. Okay, approximate. Then 40, 70. For 40, 70. Approximately here only. Then 50, 50. So for 50, 50, it means this position. Okay, this is what? 50, 50. Now let us join these 3 points. We get a line. So this is the line for second equation. So this is first point. It is 30, 90, right? This is 30, 90. Second point 40, 70. 40, 70. Then third point, this is a 50, 50. Right? So we got 2 lines. They are parallel to each other. So you should draw this in a graph base. You will get the clear lines. Now we shall discuss the next concept, that is graphical method of solution of a pair of linear equations. So now we have to discuss the solutions for a pair of linear equations. What are the solutions for a pair of linear equations? In that one, so now we are going to discuss the first method, that is graphical method. So there are some solutions, means there are some methods to solve pair of linear equations. In that one, so we are going to discuss the first method is what? Graphical method. So graphical method is nothing but what? So already we have discussed how to draw the graph. The same graph only we will use here. Okay. So here I written generally. So these are the two pair of linear equations. A1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. This is one equation. And one more is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So these are all two pair of linear equations. Now let us see the coefficients a1, b1, c1. These are the coefficients of first equation. a2, b2, c2. These are the coefficients of second equation. Now we have to find the ratios of the coefficients. If I find the ratio a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, if they are not equal to each other, then the lines means those two lines are intersecting. It is nothing but already you know two lines must intersect with each other. If they are intersecting at a point, then there is only one solution. Unique is nothing but what? One solution. Exactly one solution. If two lines are intersecting at a point, then it has unique solution or one solution. Now similarly, if I find the ratio a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, they are equal to each other. If they are equal to each other, then the lines are coincident lines. It is nothing but what? So they are coincident lines. It is nothing but they are merged with each other. Okay. So coincidence. Okay. Overlapping it is. If two lines are coincident lines, then infinitely many solutions. There are infinite number of solutions like this. So this line is extending. So it means this is one solution, one more solution, one more solution like this. So there are infinite number of solutions when two lines are coincident lines. Similarly, again the ratio a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. So this is equal and this is not equal. If this condition satisfied, then two lines are parallel to each other like this. So two lines are what? They are parallel to each other. If two lines are parallel to each other, then there is no solution. Why it is not solution? Because they are not intersecting at a point. If they intersect, so you will get one solution. If they are coincident, so you get infinite number of solutions. But so two lines are parallel to each other, they cannot intersect at a point, so you cannot get a solution. It is nothing but so solution of pair of linear equations is 0. It means no solution for a pair of linear equations if they are parallel lines. If they are parallel lines. Okay. So first we have to copy this. You should remember this table. Okay. So this table is useful for solving questions as well as in the examination they will ask one more question in this table. Okay. One question will be there. So what they will ask? If two lines are intersecting lines, what is the algebraic representation? They will ask algebraic representation. Exactly one solution will be there. Okay. So otherwise, if two lines are parallel, then what you can say about a solution of them? So there is no solution. Okay, like this. This condition also you should remember, and this one and this one. Okay. Should remember this table. First you write this, then after you take this table. Now we shall discuss some notes. So note number 1. The lines may intersect in a single point. The pair of equations has unique solution. Already we know it. If two lines are intersecting with each other, then it has only one solution, means unique solution. If it has a unique solution, then that equations we can call them as consistent. If pair of linear equations has unique solution, then those two equations are consistent. Similarly, let us come for second one. If two lines are parallel, in this case, there is no solution. There is no solution. If there is no solution for a pair of linear equation, then those equations can be called as inconsistent. Okay, they are inconsistent pair of linear equations when it has no solution. Now let us come for a third note. So if the lines are coincident lines, means they are merged with each other, coincident lines, then already we know that. So it has infinitely many solutions. If it has infinitely many solutions, then those equations are also again consistent. So in this first note it is consistent, and third note also it is consistent. It means so pair of linear equation must have the solution. Either it is a unique or infinite solution. Okay. So if it has a solution, then those two equations are called a consistent pair of linear equation. Understood? If suppose the pair of linear equations has no solution, then it has inconsistent pair of linear equations. Okay, inconsistent pair of linear equations. When it is, if it has no solution. If it has a solution, it is consistent, either finite or infinite. Finite is nothing but what? It is unique or infinite. So in these two cases, consistent. But if it has no solution, then that is an inconsistent pair of linear equations. Okay. First, you write these 3 points. Take them as a note. Okay. Now we shall discuss the next exercise, second exercise, in the next class.